Hello, welcome back to the Vandergrift Voice Podcast. We're your hosts,
Mary Barami.
and Indy Whitaker.
And today we're going to be discussing students' hot takes on campus. Okay, so we're here with our first Sophie. This is Sophie Paul. She's a 12th grader. And Sophie, the first question we have for you is, who or what are you named after?
Well, my mom named my grandma's dog Sophie, and she loved the dog name so much that she named me Sophie, but the problem was that there were two Sophies, so the dog became Boopy.
Boopy.
Boopy the dog. Yeah. But, it was a tragic time, then Boopy died, but I like to say that I'm named after a dead dog because my mom loved the name Sophie so much.
Whoa, you're starting us off well with that.
That's what mine.
Boopy the dead dog.
Yeah.
Where did Boopy come from?
I actually have no clue. It's a terrible name, but we called it Sophie though.
And what kind of dog was this?
I have no clue. It was from a shelter.
Oh, you never met the dog?
Oh no, I did.
Oh,
it was like a shelter dog, so it was like a mix.
Oh, I
it was
see.
like a little old black dog. So, yeah.
Okay.
How would you feel if your name just got changed halfway through your life?
She didn't respond to it. We
Boopy?
called her Boopy, but she responded to Sophie. So yeah.
It's like, Sophie, time to eat, and then both of y'all run over.
Okay, now, what is a hot take that you have?
My personal hot take is Zach Bryan. It's been all over my feed recently with Brianna Chicken Fry and how he wanted to silence her with money, but she decided not to take the money, and now she's spilling all of his secrets everywhere. And my hot take is we should never listen to his music ever again.
Ooh.
Because of who he is as a person.
Okay, separating the art from the artist. Do you like his music?
I have a hard time separating the art from the artist.
That's fair.
I don't know, but I mean, just knowing, I can't get past, knowing what he's done. So I'm not the biggest country music artist fan, even though we live in Texas. But I just can't get past I do listen to his music every now and then, but no, I don't really listen to him that much. I don't like him.
You're offending about half of Vandergrift's population right now with this statement.
The country music or Zach Bryan?
Zach Bryan, both. But that's okay, because this is your hot take, and honestly, I agree. I think
the girls are with me.
I think the girls are with you.
So are you saying you would not take a large sum of money to
I
hush
don't
up?
know. I feel like she's getting more money because she keeps going on all these podcasts. I feel like she's also getting a lot of publicity from that too.
So maybe it's not for the better, obviously. That sucks to be cheated on, but she's getting a little bit out of it.
Yeah.
Something's coming.
Also, I think a lot of people care, and it hasn't, it's not the first time it's happened either.
Really? Has he cheated on multiple people?
I don't think it's he just, mistreated. He was married, and then, they were divorced. And then he paid her money so that she could talk bad about him. But yeah.
So the hush money to keep them from
there you go. Hush
talking
money,
about.
Hush money's the
I think my hot take is that I might take the hush money.
I totally would.
Yeah, if it's a lot of money, depends. But then I feel like she's also made a lot of money because she's going on podcasts.
I don't want to be in the public eye.
It also depends on what happened in the relationship.
But then why would you date Zach Bryan if you didn't want to be in the public eye?
Exactly.
For the hush money.
Okay.
Okay, but the hush money is only relevant if it's what happened in the relationship. That's hush money,
See, I really want to spill it more. What happened?
What
because I feel like more people want to know.
Well, he claims he didn't do anything, but if he didn't do anything, then why is he paying for money to be quiet about it?
And is it an ongoing payment type of thing?
Well, maybe if you hated someone so much that the money didn't matter to you, that you just want to drag their name through the mud, like what Brianna's but not making it better for him.
But also what's stopping her now? Is it coming in payments? Did he pay her once and was you stay silent? Or is it
she rejected the money?
Oh, she rejected the money?
Yeah, she rejected it. And that's why she's married. That's why she's talking about it.
I'm a little slow today. Sorry,
he
guys.
wanted to pay her, and then she rejected the money, and then started spilling all of his secrets.
Oh, so what are the secrets? Do we know that?
I just he's a terrible person. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but I just remember he treated her very poorly.
Okay.
It's all over my feed, sadly.
Gotta do some more research on that. Anyway. We'll wrap this part of our show up. Thank you, Sophie, for your hot take.
Of course. Thanks,
Sophie Paul.
Sophie Paul, yes.
Yes.
This is our first of many Sophies.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, anytime.
Goodbye.
Here we are with our second Sophie. This is Sophie Thompson. She's also a senior.
Yeah. So, Sophie, who or what are you named after?
I think my parents just kind of chose the name Sophie. I genuinely don't know what is going on behind it, but Sophie stems from the Greek word Sophia, which means wisdom, which, it's very similar to me, so I guess that's pretty cool.
Hey, look at you throwing out those fun facts. You did
Yeah.
research.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're gonna be asking you a hot take. Yeah. So what's like one like clothing trend or any trend that you do not vibe with, you against?
I have two actually.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
changing it to two. Sorry, y'all. For one, those Uggs that go up to like your ankle, you can wear sandals. Like if you're cold enough to wear Uggs, wear the full boot, or maybe not the full boot. The full boot's kind of ugly too.
Are we talking Tasmans or Ultra Minis?
I have no clue what that means. I don't like the ones that slip on, and I don't like, respectfully, the ones that are sitting underneath you.
The ones
right
Indy's
now.
wearing.
Yeah, so if you look under my desk, I actually have the Tasmans.
Yeah.
I do think it's super cute, the like stitching along the top of the ankle. I think that's super cute. I think that should be in more shoes. But it's just the thought of, okay, I love something warm and comfortable.
Yeah.
I love like fuzzy socks. I'm wearing fuzzy socks right now under my Doc Martens. But the thought of having that just on like the soles and the top of your feet and like not like up your ankle makes me want to like it just makes me very upset.
I do get that. It's like a texture thing. Like,
Yes.
Well, it's just like house slippers, but they look more.
I'm not a huge fan
Presentable.
of house slippers.
Okay,
I do have some, but those are like my parents just gave them to me one day and was like, "Do you want these?" And I was like, "Sure."
Yeah. Well, see, Indy actually used to be a big hater of the Tasmans.
When?
Last year, you're like, oh, I don't like them. And then...
No, I wanted
no,
them last
No,
year.
not till, like, later in the year, though. There was a time where you're like, oh, I hate them. Like, you liked the minis, but you didn't like the Tasmans.
No,
Can
I
you look up the
her,
minis?
her opinion did indeed shift, and now she has
Oh, I
one.
love mine. I wear them every day.
Yeah, she does wear them. They're really cute on her.
They're cute with certain things, I guess, but
I think certain people
Also-
can pull them off.
this for context, because you guys are just so interested in Indy's feet now.
We are.
Indy's socks have like little frill on top, and they're like nice socks.
From free people.
They're pretty cute. They're okay as well. But if you're gonna wear them with like regular ankle socks or like high socks that are just like crew, like
It doesn't work.
no.
No, yeah, I do
Let's stop
agree with
that.
that.
They need to be styled very
The-
specifically.
The minis are fine.
The minis
The
are...
Tasmans are more my issue, or like the slip on, like the
Oh, the
ones that are
ones with
just
the
the
big
toe.
fuzzy
Yeah.
band.
Oh,
Those,
those
I
are
hate
weird.
those.
Sorry.
I'm not a big fan of those.
I think I like Uggs. I don't like them on me. I did buy a pair and I did return them. They were not cute on me. I have big feet, so it made my feet look like beans.
You're so
It's
real
like
for that.
It's like
no.
that TikTok.
Yeah.
They sound like, oh, they got those long.
Oh
What are
yeah.
you talking
Are they
about?
Uggs or ugh? Yeah.
They were Uggs on me, okay? They were not cute.
No.
I returned them and I got my money back, which was actually really nice, so. What's your second hot take on trends?
My second hot take was gonna be Crocs. I hate the way they
Thank
feel.
you.
Oh.
They're disgusting. They're not disgusting. Like, I had a pair when I was 3, and that's socially acceptable. But
Yeah.
if you're rocking up to school as a high school senior, which many of you are,
Wait, can I
and you're
call
wearing
someone
high
else?
socks and Crocs, you can... this isn't your house. And especially if you take off your Crocs during class, and you have your Crocs off to the side and you're in your socks, put your feet away. I don't
Thank
want to
you.
see them.
They're pool shoes, if anything.
I agree.
They're not... No, they're rubber.
Yeah.
I would,
They're not
um,
cute.
I would like to give a shout out to Aaron Gordon, who wears some fun
Oh,
Crocs.
he does.
Out of obligation, apparently, because his girlfriend purchases them for him. I'm sorry. I would just like to say, personally, as a girlfriend, I would only do that if I hated my boyfriend.
Oh. We're not insinuating that
No,
Aaron's
no.
girlfriend hates him, just for the record. Just that we don't like Crocs and we're sorry if you
Please-
wear them.
Please put your feet away.
Keep your feet in the Crocs. They're too airy. Like,
And-
we can smell them
and
if
they're
I'm
so
sorry.
middle
True.
school.
They, oh my
They're
god.
so middle school.
Like, it's okay, maybe it's cool in middle school, you have the tall Nike socks and the gibbets, but I just think that, high school, leave the Crocs at home.
2025, Crocs are done. Crocs
Also,
are canceled.
Stop trying to, do anything to get out of wearing shoes. Like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to put socks on your feet and tie up shoes. Like, wake up a little earlier if that's your issue. Like,
If you can't tie your shoes, get some Skechers slip-ons,
Yeah.
Stop
I think
wearing
that's
sandals.
Velcro shoes. Like, I'm sorry if you wear Crocs or if you're an avid Crocs supporter. We do not support Crocs in the newspaper room.
No, ma'am.
Keep them out. Okay. And keep your toes in. Thank you.
Okay, that's all for Sophie Thompson.
Yeah, thank you, Sophie. We'll let you go.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we're here with our next Sophie. Sophie, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Sophie.
What's your last name?
Molinari.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, and before we get started on the hot take, who or what are you named after? Is there a little story attached with that?
My grandma's mom was named Sophie.
Okay.
So your great grandma?
Yeah.
How
Yes.
cute.
Yeah, much better than Sophie's dog story. Other Sophie,
Someone
sorry.
else was named after a dog, and then they had to change Sophie, the dog's name, to Bloopy.
Boopy.
Boopy.
Boopy, yep. Anyway, so Sophie, what's your hot take? It
I
was
don't think I had a hot.
Just say the koalas should be.
Oh, koalas should be house pets.
okay. We can work with that. Koalas should be house pets. Why?
Cause they're cute and they're like small, I think.
No.
No, they're not small.
I don't wait.
I
Do a
thought they
little
were like
research.
kind of like dog sized. Yeah,
Oh, are they like this small?
Yeah.
Like a teddy bear?
They're 24 to 33
31
inches.
pounds.
31 pounds.
So they're just.
So that's like a.
It's like a dog. That's
Yeah,
how
it's
much
like
my
a
dog weighs.
Yeah.
That's literally like my dog.
It's like
but
it wouldn't take up so much room.
Off here.
Like it's still small.
But they eat like a ton.
yeah, it'd be expensive to pay
It's
for
like-
the koalas.
Don't like. I guess dogs kind of do.
But like all they do is eat.
It's like, how many hours a day do they eat? Let's search that up.
I'm pretty sure they eat and sleep like a very.
They sleep a lot pretty easy.
Let's see. We're doing a little research on the spot.
Because the thing that they eat doesn't give them enough energy to like do anything
50
else.
grams?
500 grams.
Sorry.
500
That's
grams
not
of
much.
leaves a day. Yeah, that's really not that much.
Wait, how much is 500 grams?
But then
I
again,
don't
like,
know.
the
Ask
food,
Huds.
right? Like whatever you eat.
Sorry.
They eat. They don't. It doesn't have enough energy in them to do anything else
So
but
they
eat
sleep.
and sleep.
I see. So the leaves
But they
don't.
also fall out of the trees because of that.
Okay, so
They
whoa.
seem mean.
They are mean.
Yeah.
I
Are they?
believe.
Just like keep them separated.
I read a book. It was like a children's book. It was a long time ago, but the person was like deathly afraid of koalas because they're like, they look sweet, but really
Yeah.
they're like trying to tear your face off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they eat like a pound of leaves every day.
So just
Okay.
Like, it's kind of like a horse. Like it's the same. If you have a horse, then you feed it a lot.
Okay, horses
Just
are
gotta
not house
feed it.
pets.
Well,
though.
so it's like you feed it like
Well, like
leaves.
if you have like a ranch, or,
That's-
so then if you,
yeah.
I guess you just have like a big pile of leaves in your house.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to. I'd want my animal to like react to me,
That's
not
true.
just eat. You know.
That's true.
What's a common house pet that you think shouldn't be?
Spiders.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't
They
like
should
spiders.
not.
Yeah.
Spiders are
When you have to,
terrible.
Keep cockroaches in the freezer
That
or
is
something.
freaky.
It's so gross.
If you have pet cockroaches, get a life.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
pet tarantulas that eat.
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
That's so,
Cockroaches
like,
would be
gross.
even
It's
worse.
so
Some people
gross.
have them.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. They have like a bunch of exotic pets and they have like cockroaches and they keep them in these bins with like.
You know what I don't get? People who have snakes and feed them live mice.
Yeah, that's
How
gross.
can you
How do you
stand there
touch
and
them?
watch that?
That's what I'm saying.
Like you
That's
don't
gross.
have a soul. I swear.
This
it's
is
like if you have to keep extra pets to feed your house pet, maybe let's not.
let's get a
Yeah.
different pet. It's just they have the bins of cockroaches and they like keep them in. It's like literally like a Tupperware bin and they put in like cotton balls and the roaches they're ugly and they just skitter around
That'd be
there.
so gross.
It is disgusting. Like you're like asleep and you hear skittering and you're like, oh, it's just my pet roaches.
No, the food to feed my pet tarantula.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Steal one.
Go for it.
Really?
Yeah, we have some extra friends in here at the moment. Don't be alarmed. That's
This
just
is Shreya.
Shreya, and we have
but-
one more Sophie waiting to be interviewed.
It starts with an S, so it's close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Okay, any closing remarks before we move on to our next Sophie?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we've got
Okay.
some hot pet takes.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
Thank you for coming
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Okay, so our next guest is
Sophie's Montana.
awesome. So, gotta preface this. Who or what are you named after?
I'm named after my great grandmother.
Oh, it's the same as the
also,
last.
that's cute.
That's cute. Yeah.
On your
Again,
mom or dad's side?
My dad's side.
Okay.
great. So now, would you like to share your hot take?
I think Apple Music is better than Spotify.
Apple Music is better than Spotify.
Do you,
See,
Do you know how much you're paying for Apple Music?
I not off the top of my head. No.
Search it up. How much is it? Let's do a little math here on our podcast. Brief math. Personally, I'm a Spotify user. I've used Amazon Music and Spotify in the past, and I've attempted to use Apple Music. Apple Music is terrible. I'm sorry. You have to download like each song individually, but like
You have to download it.
you don't.
No, you don't have to download it.
What am I doing then?
I think this is user error on Mary's.
God, I'm not.
Mary's part.
Oh, maybe so. But Spotify's just easy. It's like it makes you like, oh, it's so cool. You can have like AI generated playlists and like.
I think they all do that, Mary.
But it's Spotify.
I
Come
will
on.
say, as an Amazon Music user, I don't love it.
Okay, Amazon Music was not that bad. I
It's
used
not
to have
that bad.
it.
It's nice to connect to like my Alexas around
Mhm.
the house, but it's not the most reliable.
No. Okay, Spotify isn't that reliable either. It's like I'll add songs to my playlist and it's like, oh, it's already added. It's not, and then I never get to hear the song, and then I forget it exists. It's so
Oh,
sad.
that never
No, that
happened.
doesn't
And it
happen with
also
Apple
plays
Music.
like the suggested songs that aren't even like anywhere close to like what you want, and like
That's
in that
true.
play, like you have a playlist with some specific songs, and then it plays suggested songs that aren't even
That aren't
like,
even
relatively
related.
close to the genre or like type. It's like
Maybe I've been in the wrong using Spotify.
Okay, well, Sophie, how long have you been using Apple Music?
Like since I had a phone.
Okay, so
Okay.
forever.
Yeah.
See, I took the shift to Spotify when I realized Spotify had Spotify Wrapped, and
Well, now they all have.
I
it,
know they
though.
all have it now, but
Did you like?
There's Apple Music. Yeah, I looked at mine.
Okay, what were your some of your top artists?
I don't actually remember, but I had like 67,000 minutes of music.
whoa!
So-
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
See, it was,
So you were putting in the hours.
yeah, see, I was only at like 22 hours of music, which
Yeah.
is 22,000, which is kind of sad.
Minutes, not
Minutes.
hours.
That would be crazy.
Would you ever consider making the switch?
I mean, maybe I'm fine with Apple Music, so unless something happens with Apple Music, I guess I'll stay with it.
So do
Okay.
you think the hate that it gets is unjustified?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still a hater. I'm not switching over. You can take away my Spotify, but you can't take away Spotify within my heart. That's my quote of this
On that
portion.
cue.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Sophie.
you, Sophie.
Okay, our next Sophie is Sophie
Laser.
Laser. Awesome. Who or what are you named after?
I'm not named after anybody, or at least not my first name. My mom just woke up one morning and was like, oh, she's Sophie, but my middle name is after my great-grandpa.
Sweet. So you're just Sophie out of the blue.
Exactly.
Did she pick that name before you were born or after?
I think before.
Before.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So she just woke up and she's like,
Yeah.
Sophie is the perfect name.
That's cute.
It is cute. And it got you on our podcast, so
Yeah,
maybe it is the
I
perfect
made it.
name. Yeah. Anyway, what is your hot take?
My hot take is that Dr. Pepper is better than Coke.
Dr. Pepper is better than Coke.
Do you think it's better than like all other sodas?
I think Sprite can sometimes compare, but it's just
That's
like
good.
it's like a mood type thing.
Okay,
okay.
wait. So when do you go for Dr. Pepper and when do you go for Sprite?
I think Sprite is the best at a movie theater,
Okay.
and
Fair.
then I feel like a Dr. Pepper you can kind of just have whenever.
Like,
it's an anytime.
which one do you
Yeah.
go for with a meal?
I usually just drink water with a meal.
But like,
Solid
if
choice.
you were,
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper's her go-to. Okay. I've only had Dr. Pepper like once in my life, and when I did have it, it tasted funky. Like it didn't have a flavor to me. Like I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not that. And honestly, like I'm not a soda drinker in general, but if I were to drink, Coke is it all the way.
I actually don't like either.
Either.
I do not like soda if it's not clear or relatively clear.
That's fair.
I am a Sprite girl and ginger ale.
Okay.
Ginger ale's good.
Yeah.
Ginger ale is good.
It just
Yeah.
it messes me with when it's like I can't see through it because I'm like I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a health nut or anything by all means. It's just like I go for the clearer options.
I get it. It feels, I don't know. I don't drink soda in general because I feel like I don't love it. Like I'll have like a sip or two of like my mom's or something, but it kind of tastes like I'm drinking syrup, which I do not like. So I avoid it at all costs. And especially Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper to me tastes like how I imagined soda to taste, which I think was the like origin of it. It's like how soda smells or something is like what it's supposed to taste like?
Wait, I think it was like meant to be
It was a
actually
proposal.
medicine.
Really? I was told a different story.
Yeah, it was originally made at a drugstore.
He was trying to get the girl he wanted to marry, her father to like let him. I was having this conversation the other week.
Okay, well, I just think that like out of all soda fans, it's always Dr. Pepper fans that like go the hardest. Like
It
I
is.
see like the T-shirts and like
Mhm.
people make their whole personality about Dr. Pepper.
It's really not that good.
I don't know.
That and Coke.
Do you think it's worth all the hype?
Like, I think people are a little crazy about it. Like, it's just good. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I have like an insane obsession.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's
Like,
good.
if I'm craving a soda, I usually go for Dr. Pepper.
Okay, interesting.
And that's caffeinated, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel like it wasn't a huge thing. I used to live in California. I don't feel like it was a huge thing there. Like, Coke was it all the way. But then I moved here, and like everyone's like obsessed with Dr. Pepper. So that was interesting. Little
Regional differences.
regional differences. Yep. Yeah.
Do you have any other comments regarding?
I mean, like, I lived in New York and it was the same thing. Like, nobody liked Dr. Pepper until like very recently.
Yeah. Interesting. It's a new thing. It's a new pop-up.
New fad.
New fad.
Yeah.
Look at us throwing out the trendy lingo in our podcast.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
Thank you, Sophie.
Bye, Sophie.
Thank you.
Okay, our final Sophie. Can you introduce yourself? First and last name.
Hi, I'm Sophie Zhuo.
Awesome. And who or what are you named after?
Where does Sophie come from?
My parents gave it to me.
That's okay.
It doesn't have any meaning.
No, it doesn't have any meaning.
It's okay.
I think they just chose like the most popular like American name. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's okay. You're like the last person. They didn't have a rhyme or reason for the name either.
Okay, great.
And what's your not hear me out.
What's your hot
take? Sorry, that was one of our options for.
Oh, I don't really like Kendra Scott that much.
She doesn't like Kendra Scott. Indy, what do you have to say about this?
Listen, to each their own. I mean, I personally am a big fan of Kendra, especially like being in Austin, you know, like that's where
yeah.
she's based out of. So why not?
I feel like the quality isn't that good.
Really?
Because I had a necklace from there and it just like snapped off. It just broke. And I was really sad.
Well, and I see you're more of a silver girl.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed. I'm also a silver girl.
Yeah, they're mostly gold.
Yeah.
I like Kendra Scott to an extent. I don't like their like the necklace that they're famous for. I don't know what it's called. I like it on other people. It does not
The
look.
Elisa?
Yeah, it doesn't
No,
look
yeah,
good
I
on
agree.
me.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't. I don't know. It never works. So I don't really buy from them too much. I have a few pieces.
So I personally have like 6.
Indy has a lot of Kendra Scott.
Listen, you go in your birthday month, you get your 50% off. It's like $25-$30 for a necklace. Like that's not that bad. And I find like I don't think it's that like it doesn't tarnish as long as you just don't shower with it.
I don't know.
That's the thing though, like I don't want to buy jewelry if I can't shower with it. That's like
Really?
my
That's kind of
big,
my
like,
thing. It's like
yeah, I want to be able to shower with it.
like I wear my necklace all the time. Like I don't take it off.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
And like even when I had a Kendra Scott, it tarnished super fast, and I didn't shower with it.
Yeah, mine was turning kind of like blue too.
Yeah.
I would like to say user error.
Okay. Any closing remarks?
I don't.
It's okay. So there's a little Kendra Scott debate going on. Anyway, thank you
so
for
much.
coming on.
Bye.